Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining up today. It seems like we're having a pretty good day in the stock market so far. I will say the market's just very flat. It's not like we're seeing anything overly crazy yet, but what I will say that I'm happy about is some of these clean energy growth stocks like Run is actually up in the green a little bit. We're also seeing, I guess you could call them the oil stocks like Oxy, ZOM, stocks like that are pointing back to the upside, which is another interesting thing to see today. Yeah, they're pointing up. It's looking pretty solid there. I will say though, my watch list is mostly in the red, and BBBY is actually down. It looks like 20% right now, so not what you want to see. A big move down out of BBBY. We're retesting the $18 support here, and that's going to be a pretty important thing to see because BBBY is one of those just one of those crazy meme stocks this week, as we know, and if it falls below this big support, I'm a little bit worried it might start selling off in a bigger way. So hopefully that's not the case, but you can see from the closing of yesterday to now, this stock has really tanked off to the downside. So it has really gotten some negative momentum there, but yeah, nonetheless, it's just a pretty crazy move, and it's good old BBBY. What can I say? Am I surprised it's down 20%? Hell no. I am not very surprised. But going into other stocks into the market here, watch list once again is very mixed, just like yesterday. Honestly, I do not like that. I would much rather there be just one direction picked or the other. I do not like seeing a mixed watch list like this with mixed sectors. Like looking at Netflix, it's just it can't make up its mind today. Meta's falling off to the downside actually, which is not good. Down below 174. Wow. Yeah, down below 174 there. That's not what you want to see for them. I feel like today is going to be a pretty brutal day in the market. My watch list is just slowly but surely turning more and more over into the red. And yeah, to me, it just looks terrible today for a lot of different stocks, especially just their setups and everything like that. Just looking brutal here. Let's go see Tesla. Good old Tessie. Good old Tessie's turning over here. They hit 920. Now they're falling back off to the downside. Definitely not what you want. Vicky says, good morning. Yeah, good morning, George, Vicky, Mike, Raphael, or Raphael, Keisha. Thank you guys so much for joining that out. Mike Chang says, was it you or Mike that called out CSCO the other day? Good pick. Yeah, CSCO. I don't think either of us called that out, Mike. I'll be honest, with earnings and everything, I don't think either of us would have called it out at all. So yeah, I don't think either of us did. I talked about it on the live stream quite a bit. Or I mean not the live stream, I guess you would say like the videos at night. But I did look at it quite a bit. I don't know. I feel like looking at Cisco we probably wouldn't have said that, Mike. Maybe you're thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking, because I just have no idea. I don't think anybody talked about CSCO. Let's see. Let me go on Discord and like I'm gonna have to do like a special search. Come on, Discord. It's being stupid this morning. Well, Discord's not gonna cooperate, but whatever. I know that one of us called that out. It's a pretty good CSCO is a pretty good stock. It's not usually we never call anything out for earnings ever. So I don't think that we would have called that one. Cornish says below 426 with some whales. Yeah. I like that. That's hilarious. That is hilarious with the whales. I like that. The good old whales. Sean, I don't know what's up with that, but those whales, they make me laugh so much. And I don't know how you got like 3 or 4 different ones here in the chat, but but I'll take it. That is funny. That is hilarious. Good morning, Sean. Good to see you in here today, of course. Keisha says 124% on BJ's earning plays. Let's see, BJ. Wow, nice, Keisha. That thing's up a lot today, kind of like Cisco is. Pretty big moves out of BJ's. I will say it's not my favorite move, but hey, it had a big pop. It's just not my favorite stock out there. I know we didn't really talk about this one too much heading up into earnings, so I don't think it's the biggest one here, but TJX is another one that's going to end up being pretty big. Good old TJX. If we look at the ticker there, TJX, not TXJ. Yeah, TJX, they had that big pop up to around $70, which is a pretty big resistance up there. So it's going to be a pretty, I guess I would say a pretty crazy thing to see it keep going up. Honestly, it looks like it's turning over in a huge, huge way. So I'd be really, really careful with good old TJX here. That turnover here is actually pretty brutal off to the downside. I'm curious how this is going to end up playing out over the next couple days. It really seems like it would fall off to the downside a little bit more. Come on, SPY. Let's pick a solid direction here and start to finally have a big leg down. I think SPY might go down to around 420 or something like that today. That would make for an amazing move. Hang on one second, guys. Hang on one second. I gotta get an AMD put. Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna get it. We grabbed another AMD. We got a 100 strike put now for September 16th. That's cool. Yeah, I don't like the setup today. I feel like this is another good put opportunity, especially with AMD now moving up a little bit more here, up into this resistance again. I feel like if we hit this resistance down, confirm off of this, we could see a pretty good play off to the downside. Sean says, I'm holding NVIDIA 185 puts with a Friday expiration. Bring it on down. Yeah, let's do it. Bring it down, Sean. Xbox says, morning, Tom. How are you? Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day, Xbox. I will say I woke up this morning. I was a little bit congested, have a little bit of stuff like that going on. But other than that, pretty good today as long as I can get through all that stuff. So, well, we'll see how I hold up today, Xbox. But so far, so good. I have my Monster Rehab watermelon with me here this morning. Had to pop open the special drink to give me some good motivation. Oh man, AMD's really ripping up once I re-entered those puts, isn't it? I wonder how high this thing's going to get today. Hoping it can sell back off, though. Honestly, I don't like this setup. I still feel like it's a pretty bearish look out of the stock overall. I feel like it's just like faking us out or something right here. Nonetheless, I have the 100 strike now, so that's good. I know if you guys were following the AMD puts I kept talking about earlier in the week, just so you guys know, yesterday I took profits on those, and I took those profits and rolled it over into a safer strike. So, yeah, I had the 95 puts, took those, rolled them into the 100 strikes here this morning on this little pop up. So I took advantage, sold off down there around the bottom before the FOMC minutes came out. Like right as they came out, I should say, and then re-entered here. I'm trying to really see if we can hit this resistance and pop back down. That would be awesome, but it looks like AMD does not want to do that today. This is a very crazy morning with these 1 minute candles here. That's pretty good though, Sean. The 185 put expiring Friday on Nvidia. Yeah, like you said, bring it down. I hope it comes down, but man, it's really ripping up here today, which is interesting. Curious how high Nvidia and AMD and all those other stocks might end up going up here today. I wonder how high they could get. Looks like there is that gap to fill here on like Nvidia's chart up to like 189. The SPY just still doesn't really look overly bullish to me. Very weird today. And the poll is also very, very mixed. I mean, we have pretty much a 50-50 split. If you guys haven't voted yet in the poll in the chat section down below, definitely let me know. Oh, man. Jacob, thank you for telling me that. It took you guys that long to tell me that? Oh, man. No, sorry, guys. Oh, man. That's a rip there. I'm sorry. I accidentally left the starting soon screen on. Oh, man. Thanks for saying something, though, Jacob. I mean, I appreciate you letting me know. Man, that took a while. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Seriously, that's a... Oh, man, that was not good. Oh. Well, sorry for that. I guess we couldn't see any of those levels or anything, but... Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. Sean, it looks like some of the whales got the stream here. They broke it. Oh. That's funny. George is like, I don't know if it's me, but as soon as one person said it, everybody started typing. All I see is starting soon. That's funny. That is oh man, sorry guys. You got me laughing now, but the SPY is like bouncing right off of that 426 support here. This might be a pretty good play here off of this support, but yeah, I was saying though before that, we have the poll here in the chat. So if you guys if you guys still haven't voted, definitely check that out. We have 13 votes so far. 54% of votes are voting that SPY will end up closing below 426 today. 46% of voters say that SPY is going to close up above 426. So definitely check out that vote, guys. Let me know. If you don't like SPY, then click the I only like AMC button if you want to. But hey, it's cool. I think that the polls are kind of cool there. Kind of shows like what everybody's looking at on the SPY and everything like that. Yeah, Sean was like, everyone was so polite about it. That was nice. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you guys. Seriously, you guys could have roasted me for that one. that could have been a funny morning there. That's hilarious, Sean. Oh, how are my growth plays here today? Let's see the growth stocks. All kind of falling back off again. Where's DraftKings? I don't even see it on my watch list here today. I will say though, Run, FSLR, Enphase, those clean energy plays are still ripping. Yeah, clean energy's on fire. Clean energy today. Yeah, FSLR, Enphase again. Guys, Enphase on the daily chart is just absolutely nuts. I cannot believe that Enphase was like making brand new highs up here like this. That really like blows my mind here with Enphase. I would have never thought that they'd be doing that well. You know, that's such a good move. I can't even believe that with them. Like at this daily chart, it looks like we might gap up and start breaking out above 310. I wouldn't be surprised if this stock started making new highs here over the next couple days. Elliot says, good morning, everyone. I bought some puts on AMD 95 strike call. Expires on September 16th. Nice, Elias. That's actually the play I had yesterday before I sold it. That's nice. Cool to see. I think that'll be a pretty good play for you, Elias. It might not work out today, but I feel like if you hold it for the next couple days or so, next week we might see more downwards price action out of good old AMD. I like that play, Elias. The only issue I have is the 95 strike, which is a little bit risky, which is why I sold mine yesterday to re-grab them today. So I sold my 95 strike, and now I grabbed the 100 strike for September 16th, Elias, but because I actually made profits on the 95 strike I had yesterday, so I took those profits and used it to buy a safer option, of course. Yeah, there's AMD though. You can see that big support this morning on AMD down there right around 96.75. That is a huge level on them, and you can see how there's been multiple bounces down around that lower level as well. So it's a big thing to look at. I think AMD will definitely be interesting. But guys, if you guys still haven't voted in that poll, definitely check it out in the chat. There's a poll going on. Let me know above or below SPY's support at 426. It'll be interesting to see what everybody has to say, but it's interesting to see that the poll is so 50-50. I figured more people would have had a solid direction. And let's start doing these polls every day, guys, because I think if we start to maybe find some good data or something like that associated with the polls, we might be able to find something interesting going on. For example, if normally in the poll, when most people believe there'll be puts or something like that, you know, we'll have to see exactly how the market does over the course of like 100 polls and see, you know, well, hey, maybe we're seeing some statistics swaying one way or the other based on what people are thinking. And we could see it. It's not like the people, it's not like we're going to be really changing the market or making the market move, but, you know, it's definitely interesting still to see what everybody's opinion is on the market and see what everybody's playing. Yeah, Elias, I think that AMD put will be pretty good for you. I hope it ends up working out quite well. Here goes that SPY, though, guys. Look at the SPY. We have another big red candle coming in. We just fell below 426, actually, momentarily there. Now we're starting to pop right back up. So, pretty crazy moves here with good old with the good old SPY. I will say, though, the SPY seems like a pretty good downwards play here today. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just typing something out on the Discord really quickly. All right, let's go. Let's see what we have going on here on the watch list. So on my watch list, to the upside, of course, like I said earlier, the clean energy plays like Run, FSLR, Enphase, Plug, stocks like that. Even not clean energy, you know, ZOM, Oxy, CVX stock. Look at ZOM today. ZOM is having an amazing move to the upside, actually. Check this out. ZOM is really breaking out here. Let's go see Oxy, good old Oxy. Yeah, they're kind of breaking out too. Glad to see it with these stocks. That's really good. ZOM and Oxy aren't necessarily my like favorite plays, but I feel like you can catch some really good intraday moves with those types of stocks, and I feel like that's something that could be done. Could be done here today. Look at that upper resistance on Oxy there at 66. It's a big upper level to look for. Wow, that's actually a huge level. We should have tried to probably play some puts off of that. That would have worked out so well. Hindsight's always easy though, as we know. Sean says there is power in numbers. That's for sure. Yeah, there definitely is. Definitely is, Sean. Hopefully we can get some good votes coming in. That'd be cool. That would be cool. But yeah, guys, let me know what stocks you are watching today. I know Elias said he's got those AMD puts. Or is anybody else out here playing anything? Like Keisha, are you playing anything today? I know you said you were up on BJ's. You probably took profits on that though. Are you up on anything else? Are you trading anything? Just let me know and I can check it out here for everybody. But George says he's playing Run up to $37. RUN to 37. Let's see. Might not be bad, honestly. That's a pretty good upper resistance there. It might not quite make it to 37, but hey, it looks great. It has a lot of momentum. I hope it gets up there, George. That'd be nice. And I'm glad you picked the good sector here today. I think you picked the right sector, that's for sure. These clean energy stocks have been doing so well with everything going on with, for example, that Inflation Reduction Act being passed. That's really going to help these stocks. So there was like $369 billion in funding for the clean energy plays out of that. So that's going to be really big for those stocks and just anything dealing with clean energy, whether it's Run, FSLR, Enphase, Tesla, stocks like that will all probably benefit a little bit from that. Keisha says, yup, took profits in ZOM also. Still holding my KR up 37% so far. Trying to see if it will break the 200 on the daily. Let's see. KR. And she's holding NOC, which is interesting. Yeah, that's a good one, NOC. But let's see KR. Excuse me, guys. Let's see. KR. 200 on the daily. Let me get over here to the Thinkorswim chart real quick. Oh, I took all my studies off. Hang on. Damn. Here we go. Wow, yeah, it is kind of like right on those SMAs, isn't it? Wow, it is. Ever since we fell below this key trend line on KR, the stock's just been down. That's actually a pretty good trend line, Keisha. Maybe you should check out this trend line here. I drew this thing a long time ago. I don't know how long we've been playing off of it, but yeah, I've had this trend line on my chart for a long time, and ever since we broke below this, we failed to get back above. So I think that's very interesting. And I feel like KR could have a pretty good pop up to around 50, Keisha. That seems pretty safe there. I actually really like that. I think that's a good play here. Good call. Good call. Glad to look at that today. What about Northrop, though? NOC said she's still in there, too. Yeah, it looks pretty hot. Almost up to $500. Yeah, almost to 500. Be careful, Keisha. 500 might be a big psychological level in people's minds. Or we're just going to fly up through 500 and go straight towards 6. That would be nice. That'd be amazing if that happened. Xbox says Palantir for me. PLTR. Let's see. Good old Palantir. Yeah. PLTR bouncing off of like the $9.20 support. Definitely not too bad. Definitely not too bad. Marquez says, how about DIDIY? DIDIY. Did DD have to change their ticker? Oh, they did, didn't they? DIDIY. Wow, that sucks. That sucks for them, but let's see. DIDIY. This actually doesn't look like too bad of a setup. Marquez, this actually might not be too bad here. On the daily, it looks pretty decent. There is a big resistance coming up right around $3 even, but there's also big support in the shorter term at like 275, so I'm thinking it looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it personally, Marquez. It looks pretty good in the short term. Now, the thing is, it's an extremely volatile, risky stock, so just keep that in the back of your mind. It's going to be extremely volatile, extremely risky, but I like it nonetheless. I will say, I don't like really any of the China stocks for the long term personally. I just don't trust them anymore, especially with everything going on with Taiwan right now. Honestly, I'm over the China stocks, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many other stocks at good levels right now that, like, why would I, go after the China stocks? But it's okay. Keisha's expiration for Northrop is 9/16. Okay. Elliot says, I want to grab some Apple 172.5 calls for September 2nd, but I'm waiting on some discount. Some Apple 172.5 calls for 9/2, but they're waiting on some discount. Let's see. Yeah, 9/2. Those are very close term, or very close on the expiration. Elias, of course. You want to grab some Apple calls. I would probably say it's time to look at puts here, Elias. I wouldn't grab the calls personally, but to each their own. To each their own. I hope that it goes up for you if you do get the calls. I don't see calls working out here today very well. It's just Apple's so overextended, and at some point here it's gonna fall down a little bit. Marquez says, awesome, I've been in since 209, but you are right about China stocks. Yeah, they're really scary lately. I don't know. It's very tough with all that Taiwan stuff going on and them talking about shooting things down and starting like some wars, and they're doing joint military drills with Russia again and all that. It's just like, wow. They got so much so much going on, and yeah, it's tough. But hey, you're in at a really good price there, so Marquez, that's not a bad price. You're actually at such a good price that I would think you could almost just set a stop loss at like $2 or something, or like at like $1.80, and if it goes to that, you just like auto sell out or something. Seems like a pretty good price to own it though, $2. I wish I was in there at $2. Nice pickup. That's a really nice pickup, actually. I like it. Xbox says I need Palantir to drop to $9.25 for a small 10-share buy. Palantir. $9.25. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Palantir does not look too hot here. To me, this daily chart looks rough. Like they might turn over and end up tanking off to the downside here. That's cool. Let's see. Hey, hi, Bravo. Good to see you in here today. Long time no see. You kind of caught me off guard here, which is funny. Sean says Nvidia got the Matumbo at 185. Uh-oh. Let's go see it. No, no, no. That's right. Yeah, they did, Sean. You're 100% right about that one. They got the good old no, no, no right there. I think you're right. That's hilarious. I like it. That's
a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Not today.
That's Nvidia right there. Nvidia is this box of cornflakes, guys. I like it. You got me dying over here today, Sean. Keisha, no, 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 not in my house. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, bravo, you joined up at the right time. That's funny. Oh, now we have 60% of voters picking below, over, above on the 426 level for SPY today. Curious to see where that one's going to end up, guys. I cannot wait to see where we go. I really think it's going to be down. That's why I re-upped on the AMD puts. I really feel like that market's about to turn over here, but watch it like pull off a miracle and, you know, end up at new highs by market close of today or something crazy. I would not be surprised if it did that. Honestly, with everything going on the past few days. That is hilarious. Xbox says I need Palantir to drop to 925 for a small 10-share buy. And then he says cancel, order, and wait. Yeah, I probably would, honestly. I honestly would probably cancel that order and wait. Xbox, personally, that's what I would do. I don't see Palantir really holding up too well right here. I don't know. It looks like it's going to turn over and just start sinking. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised if Palantir started testing 8 again. I really wouldn't. If we start falling below like 9, I think we could fall down more towards 8 or something like that. Could easily be something that happens here today. Not today, but I just mean in general. Something that happens with Palantir. Might take a few days, but you know, something around 8 I think is realistic with it. Ha, Cornish says, don't be swatting my cornflakes. That is funny. We got the corn, Sean. The corn. Bravo says, what do you think of SPY and IWM? I think they're going to be going down here, Bravo. So here, let's look at SPY on the daily chart here. I'll show you guys. I've really been eyeing up this big upper resistance level on SPY. Yes, Bravo. I think we are due for more drop, personally. I think that we're due for a lot more drop. I think we could see SPY easily come down and test 420 to the downside. I think that could be a very easy move down. If not, even going lower to test like 410 or even 400 even over the next few weeks or so. Would not be surprised at all if I saw something like that start to play out. Now, with the SPY, guys, look at this big level that the SPY recently ran up to. I have it on my chart here, a big blue upper resistance level right around $430. That is just a huge level up there. And you can see how overextended SPY got in the short term. There's very few times in the past where SPYs went this straight up without having at least some type of pullback. You know, like this is very straight up. Now, I'm sure that there's been other instances in the past where percentage-wise, there's been similar moves like this up, and, you know, the market probably held up okay for a little while. But my whole point is that, you know, for example, whenever the SPY runs up this much into resistance and you're starting to see selling pressure, you know, you usually might see at least a week or two of downwards movement. And I'm not saying we're going to crash and burn. It might be something kind of like what we saw in late August of 2020 or early September of 2020, you know, where the SPY was at like 360 and dipped down to 320. You know, it's not like it died. It just fell 40 points. You know, I think that could be something that happens here. Another small move down to around 420, something like that, I think would be a very nice level to look for. Yeah, Bravo says 420 to 410 at least. And he says, if y'all heard of September, it's the worst month usually besides quad witch. Yeah, I will say, Bravo, quad witching, everybody always hypes that up, but honestly, I have never seen an instance where quad witching has really affected the market too much. Maybe like one time, you know, where I truly saw something be affected by it. Usually it's just always normal price action, and it always seems normal, at least. But I will say, be careful with that stuff about the certain months. While I do know September is probably historically pretty bad, like you're saying, just keep in mind, Bravo, that, you know, every year is different, and with this year already being so red, it might be tough for September to be overly red, but I don't know. We'll have to see exactly how it plays out. I hope that I personally hope that we see some nice downwards price action personally. Might sound weird to say that, but I'm kind of looking for the SPY to dip down a little bit here in the shorter term. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen as far as like a move down, but you know, like I said, maybe 420, 410, something like that. Yeah, September. Let's look up the best and worst months in the market. Let's see. I know I used to like looking at these quite a bit. Here we go. September is the danger month. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like September is negative there. I know, like, looking at these, I remember, like, September and I think November maybe. A couple of those are usually pretty red. Here we go, right here. I mean, this is a cool chart, but it seems like very whack. Hang on. I gotta, like, zoom out to see it. It shows June as being the worst month in the market. You'll find another example. This might not be good enough. I don't think that's a very good one. Let's go find a better one. It says on Bloomberg.com, August and September are historically the two worst months for the S&P 500 index. So I don't know. August and September. I don't know. I guess you were right with September, though. That's good. August and September. So August, which is this month, has been pretty good. The SPY like really ripped up this month, which is funny. Mike Chang says, I thought May was the worst. You see, this is so weird, guys. Like, everybody always talks about a certain month in the market, and they're always like, I thought this month was the best. I thought this one was the worst. And what's weird is that it's always different months. You know, like I thought, you know, it would all be around the same, but everybody always finds like the different months there. It's pretty crazy. Let's see if we can find like some actually like good charts here. You guys have any good anything good? Let me know. Yeah, here we go. This is probably the chart that Bravo was looking at, where you can see it overall a negative move on the S&P 500, 1950 to 2017. Wow. Wow, that's pretty nuts. Keep in mind, this only goes up to 2017, so this could be a little bit different now, obviously, but still, that is very interesting to see the average moves here. Yeah, Bravo says September's about to fleece the market. I hope it does, Bravo. I hope so. That might sound weird to say, but my puts will be happy. How's AMD doing? It's actually just still consolidating here. Xbox says, interesting. I just canceled. Now watch, it will go up late in the day and maybe tease me at 9:26. LOL. Yeah, I know, right? Good old Palantir. No, I think you'll be able to catch this one pretty good here soon. Pretty soon, Xbox. And Xbox, if you want 100 shares of Palantir, try selling like a $9 strike put. Make some extra money off that. That could be a really good way to go. You gotta sell it to open though, keep in mind. Keisha says J&J bounced off of 165.90 nicely. I'm holding 100 contracts. Let's see, J&J. Johnson & Johnson off of 165.90. You're holding 100 contracts. Oh my gosh. Keisha says, Spy's holding on to 426 for dear life. Yes, it is. It's trying to. It needs to hurry up and fall down, though. But yeah, 165.90 on J&J. Interesting level there. Towards that low of day. Wait, J&J bounced off 165.90. Maybe you meant 169.90. Or 166.90, maybe. You're holding 100 contracts. Are you holding calls or puts on this thing, Keisha? I gotta know now. Hang on, though. I'll be right back. But yeah, let me know. Sorry about that, guys. I am back, though. Sorry about that. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I had some bad, what would you call it? Congestion today, I guess. Bad congestion. Bravo says, honestly, too many people wanting market to drop might not happen this month. Market goes against the odds sometimes. I know. That's what I always worry about too, Bravo. Keisha says 165.40 on the daily, holding calls. Oh, on the daily, I see. I didn't know you meant the daily, okay. Xbox says, yeah, I'm looking to have 100 shares of Palantir. You caught me, lol. Ha, that's funny. You caught me red-handed. Red-handed. Yeah, this thing turns around and goes back up though. I'll be pretty surprised. Xbox, I hope I'm helping you here. Hey, let's see the new vote though. We have 62% of people now who voted think that the SPY will be below 426 by market close today. So that is pretty interesting. You know, 62% is a pretty good percentage. He says, you caught me. Bravo says, do y'all see energy going boom towards the end of the year? Bravo says, I think it might. Let's see. CL. Let's go look at the good old crude futures here. Do I see it booming towards the end of the year? Yeah, I could see it probably going up towards the end. Honestly, on oil, I'm kind of mixed. You know, I am very conflicted on crude oil right now. I think it could boom up. I don't think it's necessarily going to go back up towards like 120 or higher. I think we might, you know, go back up to 100 or maybe a little bit over that, but I don't think that we'll see anything too crazy on the oil move back to the upside. Hopefully we don't see anything overly crazy though. Is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Says energy requirement will increase in winter and agree it's mixed. Yeah. Yeah, it's very mixed. It's like up here at the top. Honestly, it seems like it could go either way. Probably leaning towards down a little bit more, but you know, thinking about everything going on with Russia and stuff, I'm not sure. Xbox says, you are helping. I wasn't sure what to think on the play at this point. Yeah, for sure. Palantir is an awesome one, Xbox. I'm hoping though that I'm hoping to see Palantir maybe fall below 9. That means you could get in at a pretty good lower price. So that would be nice. Bravo says, which stocks are on your radar if SPY drops to $400? Says, I am eyeing up more Disney, VOO, IWM, and maybe V. Yeah, I like a few of those, Bravo. I think Disney's awesome with that. VOO, of course, follows the market, so that's not anything too crazy. IWM, again, following the market. Visa is pretty interesting, though. I like that one. I'm glad you picked them. I think that'll be an interesting stock. As far as ones I'm watching, though, if they fall below 400, I personally like Disney a lot, like you mentioned. I think that's a pretty big one. But honestly, the stocks that I've been really trying to get in lower are some of these bigger tech stocks like NVIDIA, AMD. Stocks like that, I think, are starting to look so good here at some of these better levels. And I just think that, like, NVIDIA looks amazing. especially intraday here. Wow, it's actually having a really good day. Yeah, Nvidia is my favorite though. That's honestly the stock that I'm really trying to make sure I grab some down here at the lows. Um, yeah, I'm like really trying to make sure I get some of that. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I have not yet been buying into much Nvidia, so I'm really trying to make sure that I hammer it home. You know, like whenever I do get it, I want to get it at a great price, and hopefully, hopefully we see the market dip back down here. I will say though, this Nvidia setup looks like it kind of wants to pop back to the upside here. Which is good and bad. It's good and it's bad. It's good if it pops, but obviously it's bad bad for puts at the same time. So interesting. These setups today were very interesting though, guys. Like the way these stocks were falling off at open, kind of like retested those supports from yesterday. Now they're ripping right back up. Find that a little interesting here. AMD looks like it really wants to try to rip back up now. Good thing I went deeper in the money on those puts there. The good thing I got in the money puts, I guess. Elias, I feel bad for Elias today. He grabbed those 95 strike puts here this morning. That was kind of rough. Man, that is kind of rough, actually. Come on, AMD. Probably take till next week now. This actually is a pretty good looking chart for AMD. I mean, I feel like you could play this multiple different ways here. You could try to play the breakout if it happens. If you see rejection here, you could play it down. That's the good thing about it. I like the movement pattern, which is good. Like, I like the price action part of it. Yeah, Bravo said, hey, Apple, too. Yeah, hey, Apple is a good one, Bravo, obviously. Apple's definitely one that you want to pick up at some point. I will say, though, Apple's chart has been so insane to the upside. I just can't believe how high it got. I think getting Apple on a dip, though, is an amazing time. Bravo says, don't buy the rip, wait for the drop. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that 100%, Bravo. Definitely don't buy the rip. Wait for that drop for sure, because as we know, these stocks are kind of insane, and they don't always go straight up. So, like, at some point, the SPY and a lot of these stocks are going to turn over and start to consolidate. The question is just when. You know, it might take a few days. It might take a few weeks. Don't know exactly how long, but they should start to slow down a little bit. I'm saying the SPY. That doesn't mean that individual stocks can't still rip, but Elias said, I already sold them, LOL. Oh, that's funny. Good job, Elias. Probably a good cut. I like that. That's probably a good cut right there. Bravo says, what a coincidence. September bad month and Apple has event on September 7th. Means big drop cut incoming IMO that day. Hey, that'd be cool, Bravo, if we saw that happen that day. That would be a very interesting thing in the market. Which day are you saying? September 7th. Okay. I'm going to remember that date, Bravo, and if the market rips up that day, I'm coming back for you. No, I'm just joking, Bravo. Hopefully I see you in the stream on September 7th. Then we can talk about it all day. That'd be cool. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining up today. Seriously, thank you. Bravo, Elias, Xbox, Keisha, who else we have? Marquez, thanks for joining up. Nice to see you. Nice fresh face in here. We have Vicky, Mike Chang, of course, Sean, Elias. Thank you guys so much for joining up today. Seriously, it's been a pretty nice day overall. You know, a lot of good price action either way. SPY looks like it is going to be starting to slowly but surely sell off to the downside. We are seeing some stocks like AMD and stocks like that recover up a little bit intraday, but we'll have to see exactly where they end up closing at. Overall, though, our poll today, we got 21 votes. 62% voted that SPY will be below 426 today. By market close, 38% thought that SPY will be above 426 at market close. Let's see where SPY is right now. Right now, SPY is just sitting right around 426. So still a pretty good example here. The majority says that they think below. So yeah, I appreciate you guys voting on that. We'll start to have more polls and stuff like that coming out in the middle of the day. So be ready for that every morning from now on. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the Discord. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you find any good profitable trades or anything like that, let us know and post those profits in the profit section on there. I know I love seeing a lot of the amazing screenshots in there. I know I've seen a lot from Keisha the past few days. Cornish has had a pretty good week. So yeah, have a good day, guys.